Ladies, there are deep truths about relationships, about how men and women connect, and how we see one another. Too often we misunderstand each other, not because of the differences in our hearts, but because we do not truly understand the unique qualities that define our interactions. Today, I want to share with you 7 things that women often have no idea men notice about them. These are not superficial observations, but deeper truths that speak to the core of who you are. Self-confidence and presence are powerful qualities that influence how women are perceived by others, particularly by men. These traits are not just about how a woman looks on the outside, but about the energy she carries and the way she moves through life. Confidence, strength, and vulnerability are reflected in the way she holds herself, the decisions she makes, and the way she interacts with the world. A woman's self-confidence and presence send a message that goes beyond the physical realm and speaks to the very essence of who she is. When a woman walks into a room, her presence is often felt before a single word is spoken. The way she enters, the posture she holds, and the energy she exudes immediately communicate something about her inner world. It's the invisible aura that surrounds her, rooted in her belief in herself and her self-worth. Men instinctively notice this energy because it's a sign of emotional stability and self-assurance. A woman who carries herself with confidence speaks volumes without having to explain herself. It's not the clothes she wears, the makeup she applies, or the external features that make her stand out. It's her internal belief that radiates outward. Self-confidence is deeply rooted in knowing who you are and understanding your own worth. A woman who is confident is someone who knows her value and doesn't feel the need to seek constant approval from others. This self-awareness is magnetic. Men are drawn to women who are secure in themselves because they can sense that she is comfortable with who she is. This type of confidence doesn't come from arrogance, but from a deep understanding that she is worthy of respect and love, just as she is. A woman who exudes this type of confidence has a quiet strength that commands attention and admiration without demanding it. Posture plays a significant role in conveying confidence. The way a woman stands or sits, her body language, and the manner in which she interacts with others all reflect her self-assurance. When a woman stands tall, with shoulders back and head held high, it speaks to her belief in her worth. Men notice this non-verbal communication because it speaks of a woman who is grounded in herself and unafraid to take up space. The way she moves through the world with purpose and poise shows that she is not intimidated by the world around her, but rather that she owns her space and the moment. However, it's not just about how a woman presents herself outwardly, her inner strength is equally important. A confident woman is often able to handle challenges with grace and composure. She doesn't crumble under pressure or seek validation from others when faced with adversity. Instead, she stands firm in her convictions, trusting her ability to navigate through life's obstacles. Men observe this resilience and find it inspiring. A woman who can remain calm and collected when faced with challenges speaks to an inner power that is far more attractive than physical appearance alone. Vulnerability, too, plays a significant role in self-confidence and presence. While confidence is often associated with strength, vulnerability adds depth and authenticity to that strength. Combination of courage and humility. She is not afraid to express her feelings, admit when she doesn't have all the answers, or ask for help when needed. Men recognize this balance between strength and vulnerability as a sign of emotional maturity. A woman who is both strong and open is someone who is not afraid to show her true self, imperfections and all. This authenticity is what makes her presence all the more powerful. In relationships, self-confidence and presence go beyond just the individual woman. They also influence the dynamic between her and others. A woman with confidence naturally sets boundaries and knows when to assert herself. Men appreciate this because it creates a sense of clarity and respect in the relationship. When a woman is sure of who she is, she doesn't tolerate mistreatment or allow herself to be disrespected. This creates a healthy space for both parties to thrive and build mutual trust. Men are drawn to women who are not afraid to speak their truth and set healthy boundaries because it demonstrates that she values herself and is not willing to settle for less than she deserves. It's important to note that confidence doesn't mean perfection. A confident woman isn't someone who never experiences self-doubt or who never feels insecure. Confidence is not about always having it all together or pretending to be flawless. It's about embracing imperfections and continuing to move forward despite them. The essence of true confidence is found in resilience, self-acceptance, and the courage to stand tall in the face of uncertainty. It's the unwavering belief that no matter what happens, you are enough just as you are. Ultimately, self-confidence and presence are qualities that extend beyond superficial traits. They come from within and are shaped by a deep sense of self-worth, authenticity, and emotional strength. These qualities are what make a woman truly attractive in the eyes of others, particularly in the eyes of men, who notice and are drawn to the strength and grace a woman carries with her. When a woman embodies confidence and presence, she not only captivates those around her, but also empowers herself to live a life aligned with her true purpose and potential. Closeness and compassion are two qualities that resonate deeply within the human heart. They are the quiet yet powerful forces that shape the way we interact with others and the world around us. For women, kindness and compassion go far beyond simple acts of goodwill. They are a reflection of the heart's deepest desires to connect, care, and uplift others. Men notice these qualities not only because they are vital to the well-being of a relationship, but because they show a woman's depth of character and the beauty of her soul. At the core of kindness and compassion is an understanding of others' emotions and a desire to alleviate suffering. It is not just about performing random acts of kindness, but about having an innate ability to empathize with the pain, struggles, and joys of those around you. A compassionate woman can see beyond the surface. She doesn't judge people based on appearances, circumstances, or mistakes. Instead, she looks at the heart of a situation and responds with care. Men see this in a woman and it deeply impacts them because it shows that she values people not just for what they can do for her, but for who they are. The way a woman shows kindness is often in the small, everyday moments. It could be a smile shared with a stranger, a thoughtful word spoken at the right time, or the willingness to lend a helping hand without expecting anything in return. These acts, though small, leave lasting impressions. Men take notice of a woman who shows kindness not only to those she knows well, but also to those she encounters in passing. This kind of compassion reveals a heart that is open to the world and ready to make it a better place, one small act at a time. Compassion extends beyond simply helping others. It's about being present with them in their pain or joy. When a woman listens to another person, truly listens, and offers a shoulder to lean on, it is a profound demonstration of compassion. It's the ability to sit with someone in their sorrow without rushing to fix their problems and to simply be there, offering a comforting presence. Men notice this ability to be fully present, and it is deeply moving. They see a woman who is not afraid to share in the emotional lives of others, who doesn't shy away from the complexities of human connection. This is a powerful trait that transcends superficial charm. It speaks to emotional depth and the willingness to be vulnerable and caring. Compassionate women also exhibit a level of selflessness that is not often acknowledged. They often put the needs of others ahead of their own, and their hearts are naturally inclined to help and support those in need. However, it's important to understand that this selflessness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It requires a strong sense of emotional intelligence and maturity to recognize when someone else needs help and to act on it. Men notice this selflessness, and it is highly attractive because it signals emotional maturity and the ability to put others' needs before their own. A compassionate woman shows that she is secure enough in herself to give without expecting anything in return, which creates a sense of trust and safety in relationships. Another aspect of kindness and compassion that men notice is the way a woman interacts with those who may not be able to offer anything in return. How does she treat service workers, strangers, or people she doesn't know personally? Does she show respect, patience, and gratitude toward them, or does she dismiss them? This is where the true measure of compassion becomes evident. A woman who shows genuine kindness to everyone, regardless of their status or ability to give back, demonstrates a character that is truly noble. Men are often impressed by women who treat everyone with dignity and respect, regardless of their social standing. It shows a heart that is deeply rooted in values such as fairness, equality, and humanity. Furthermore, kindness and compassion are not just about the way a woman treats others. They also extend to how she treats herself. A woman who is compassionate towards others often extends the same level of understanding to herself. She recognizes her own needs and emotions and takes the time to care for herself, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Men notice this as well because it shows a woman who understands the importance of balance and self-care. This compassion toward herself allows her to be fully present for others, as she is not overwhelmed by neglecting her own well-being. In relationships, kindness and compassion play a crucial role in creating an environment of trust, respect, and emotional safety. A woman who is kind and compassionate creates a space where both partners feel heard, understood, and valued. This leads to deeper connection and intimacy. Men are particularly drawn to women who demonstrate these qualities because they create a foundation of mutual respect and emotional fulfillment. The ability to care for one another and show empathy in the face of challenges strengthens the bond between partners, making them feel seen, heard, and loved. When men witness a woman's kindness and compassion, they are not only moved by the immediate acts of care, but they also recognize the depth of her character. It's a reflection of her emotional intelligence, her ability to nurture relationships, and her capacity to offer love in its most pure and unconditional form. These qualities are rare and precious, and men value them deeply. They know that kindness and compassion are not just nice traits to have, they are the cornerstones of healthy, lasting relationships that are built on mutual understanding and respect. In every interaction, a compassionate woman leaves a piece of her heart behind. And that is something men notice, cherish, and remember. Resilience under pressure is one of the most valuable and admired qualities in a person, especially in women. In the face of challenges, adversity, and difficulty, the ability to stand firm and remain composed is what defines emotional strength and emotional intelligence. Men notice when a woman exhibits this quality because it speaks to a depth of character and an ability to handle life's trials with grace, confidence, and courage. Resilience is not simply about enduring hardship. It's about adapting, learning, and emerging stronger from it. When life presents challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Whether it's a personal crisis, a professional setback, or emotional turmoil, the pressure can weigh heavily on anyone. What men notice in a resilient woman is how she responds to that pressure. Does she crumble under the weight, or does she rise to meet the challenge? A resilient woman doesn't allow obstacles to define her. She allows them to refine her. She acknowledges the difficulty of the situation, but doesn't let it dictate her actions or mindset. Men see the strength in a woman who faces adversity without letting it defeat her, who continues to move forward with determination even when the road seems impossible. One of the key aspects of resilience is emotional control. A woman who is resilient is able to manage her emotions effectively, even in the midst of turmoil. While it's natural to feel frustration, fear, or sadness when things aren't going as planned, a resilient woman doesn't let those emotions take control of her actions. Instead, she acknowledges her feelings and uses them as fuel to move forward. Men often notice this ability to stay composed in difficult situations because it demonstrates not just strength, but maturity and emotional intelligence. It shows that she can navigate her emotions without allowing them to overwhelm her, which creates a sense of stability and balance. Resilience also involves perseverance. Life's challenges often require consistent effort over time, and a resilient woman is someone who doesn't give up easily. She understands that success isn't always immediate, and that the path to overcoming obstacles may be long and difficult. But what sets her apart is her ability to keep going, to persist even when the odds seem stacked against her. Whether it's pursuing a goal, dealing with personal hardships, or facing professional difficulties, a resilient woman remains focused on her purpose and continues to push forward, even when progress seems slow. Men notice this persistence because it speaks to a woman's inner strength and her commitment to her dreams and values. A key aspect of resilience is the ability to adapt. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and the most resilient individuals are those who are able to adjust their approach when things don't unfold as expected. A woman who is resilient knows when to pivot, when to change her strategy, and when to seek help or new resources. She doesn't let failure or obstacles paralyze her. Instead, she finds creative solutions and remains flexible in the face of uncertainty. Men are often drawn to women who display this adaptability because it demonstrates an open mind and a willingness to embrace change, which are essential qualities for both personal and professional growth. Moreover, resilience involves maintaining a positive outlook. even in the face of adversity. It's not about ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Rather, it's about choosing to remain hopeful and focused on the possibility of a brighter future. A resilient woman doesn't let the setbacks define her. She finds meaning in the struggle and uses it as an opportunity for growth. She understands that every challenge is a lesson and that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone towards success. Men notice this optimism because it inspires them to look at their own challenges through a different lens and reminds them that tough times are temporary, but resilience lasts. An essential element of resilience is also the willingness to seek support when necessary. Resilient women understand that they don't have to face everything alone. They recognize that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength. By reaching out for support, whether it's from friends, family, or professionals, they show emotional maturity and wisdom. Men notice when a woman can lean on others without feeling ashamed or embarrassed. It reflects a balanced approach to life, one that values both independence and interdependence. This ability to seek help when needed and accept support without hesitation adds another layer of strength to her resilience. Resilience under pressure also includes the ability to maintain a sense of perspective. When facing a difficult situation, it can be easy to become overwhelmed by emotions or by the magnitude of the problem. However, a resilient woman is able to step back and assess the situation more objectively. She takes a moment to breathe, to center herself, and to evaluate the best course of action. This perspective allows her to avoid making impulsive decisions based solely on emotions. Men notice this ability to maintain clarity and calm as it demonstrates a level-headed approach to problem-solving and decision-making. Ultimately, resilience under pressure is not about being invincible. It's not about avoiding the hardships or pretending that they don't affect you. Rather, it's about facing the challenges head-on with courage, persistence, and wisdom. It's about knowing that setbacks are not the end, but simply part of the journey. A resilient woman understands that while life may not always be easy, it is through these trials that we grow stronger, more capable, and more attuned to our purpose. Men notice this strength because it speaks to a woman's deep inner power and her ability to navigate the complexities of life with grace and determination. The more resilient a woman is, the more she inspires those around her to rise above their own challenges and embrace their own strength in the face of adversity. Authenticity and realness are among the most sought-after qualities in any individual. They are not just about being true to oneself, but also about presenting that truth to the world without fear or hesitation. In a world that often encourages people to wear masks, to fit into molds, or to present a polished version of themselves, the woman who embraces authenticity stands out. She is the one who is unapologetically herself, regardless of external pressures or expectations. Men notice this authenticity because it radiates a confidence that is grounded in self-acceptance and self-awareness. To be authentic is to embrace who you are, flaws and all. It's about acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses and presenting yourself to the world as you truly are, not as the world thinks you should be. This does not mean being reckless or showing every vulnerable aspect of yourself at all times, but it does mean that there is a consistency between what a woman believes in and how she acts. Men are naturally drawn to women who do not try to be something they are not, who do not feel the need to conform to external standards, and who embrace their unique identity. Authenticity creates an emotional connection because it is real. It speaks to a truth that resonates deeply with others. Realness is often about embracing imperfection. The woman who is real doesn't try to hide her flaws or pretend that everything is always perfect. She understands that nobody is flawless, and she is comfortable with her humanity. This acceptance of imperfection is incredibly powerful because it allows others to feel comfortable in their own skin. Men recognize this and are drawn to women who are not afraid to show vulnerability or admit when they don't have all the answers. This type of realness creates an environment of trust and openness in relationships where both parties can feel safe being themselves. A key aspect of authenticity is the ability to speak your truth. A woman who is authentic is not afraid to express her opinions, values, and desires, even if they are not popular or widely accepted. She stands firm in her beliefs and doesn't apologize for them, even if they might challenge the status quo. This courage to be outspoken and to honor one's truth is incredibly attractive because it shows integrity and inner strength. Men appreciate women who can articulate their thoughts clearly and confidently, without fear of judgment. It is this honesty that builds respect and trust, both essential elements in any relationship. However, being real is not just about expressing oneself outwardly. It's also about staying true to one's inner values. An authentic woman does not let the opinions of others or societal expectations change the essence of who she is. She doesn't bend her principles to gain approval or to fit in. Instead, she chooses to remain aligned with her core values even when it's difficult. Men notice this integrity because it signals strength, stability, and a sense of self-respect. An authentic woman knows who she is and is not easily swayed by external influences, which is both empowering and inspiring to those around her. Realness also includes being emotionally honest. A woman who is authentic is not afraid to express her emotions. Whether it's joy, sadness, anger, or fear, she does not suppress her feelings for the sake of maintaining an image of perfection, nor does she feel ashamed of her emotional expression. Men appreciate women who are comfortable with their emotions because it creates a sense of intimacy and connection. When a woman is emotionally real, she invites others to do the same, allowing for deeper, more meaningful relationships. This emotional honesty creates an atmosphere of safety and vulnerability where both partners can share their true selves without fear of judgment. In relationships, authenticity plays a crucial role in building trust. A woman who is authentic allows her partner to see her as she truly is. No filters, no pretenses. This transparency is vital because it establishes a foundation of trust and mutual understanding. Men feel secure with women who are genuine because they know that what they see is what they get. There is no facade, no hidden agendas, and no games being played. The relationship is built on the firm ground of honesty, and that's a powerful thing. Authenticity in relationships means that both partners are free to be themselves, to show their vulnerabilities, and to share their true thoughts and feelings. It's a level of emotional intimacy that is not easily achieved without realness. Another important aspect of being authentic is self-awareness. An authentic woman knows herself deeply. She understands her desires, her strengths, her weaknesses, and her boundaries. She is in tune with her emotions and knows what drives her, what makes her happy, and what challenges her. This self-awareness allows her to navigate life with confidence and clarity. Men notice this level of self-awareness because it shows that a woman is not only in touch with herself but is also able to make conscious decisions based on her values and goals. This sense of direction and understanding of oneself is magnetic because it creates a sense of stability and purpose. Authenticity also means not living to please others. A woman who is real doesn't shape her actions based on what others expect of her or on what society deems as acceptable. She lives her life according to her own standards, making choices that align with her vision of who she wants to be. This independence and strength are incredibly attractive because they signify a woman who is not dependent on external validation. She values herself enough to live authentically, and that confidence in her own worth is what sets her apart from others. Listening with empathy is a deeply powerful and transformative skill that can build stronger connections between people, foster mutual understanding, and create an environment of emotional safety. It goes beyond hearing words. It's about truly understanding the emotions, needs, and perspectives behind those words. For women, the ability to listen with empathy is one of the most impactful qualities in both personal and professional relationships. Men notice this because it speaks to a woman's emotional intelligence and her capacity to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. Empathetic listening involves a level of attentiveness that goes beyond simply waiting for your turn to speak. It requires being fully present in the moment, giving the other person your undivided attention and focusing on what they are expressing, not just with their words, but with their tone, body language, and the underlying emotions. When a woman listens empathetically, she is able to understand not only what is being said, but also what is being left unsaid. Men notice this attentiveness because it makes them feel truly heard and understood, creating a sense of validation and respect that is hard to find in today's fast-paced world. What sets empathetic listening apart from regular listening is its non-judgmental nature. When a woman listens with empathy, she does so without jumping to conclusions, offering unsolicited advice, or immediately trying to fix the problem. Instead, she holds space for the other person's feelings and experiences, allowing them to express themselves freely without fear of being criticized or misunderstood. This creates a safe environment for open, honest communication, where the person speaking feels valued and respected. Men are drawn to women who listen with empathy because they know that their thoughts and feelings will be met with compassion and understanding, not judgment or dismissal. Empathetic listening also involves recognizing and acknowledging the emotions of the other person. When someone is sharing a difficult experience, the emotional content of the conversation is often just as important, if not more important, than the actual facts being shared. A woman who listens with empathy can pick up on subtle emotional cues such as frustration, sadness, or anxiety, and responds to them with warmth and understanding. She might say something like, "I can see how that would be really frustrating for you," or "It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed right now." These types of empathetic responses make the other person feel supported and validated, which deepens the connection and strengthens the relationship. Men often appreciate this emotional awareness because it creates a deeper, more intimate bond where both parties feel seen and heard on a profound level. Furthermore, listening with empathy requires the ability to put oneself in the other person's shoes, to understand their perspective without necessarily agreeing with it. It's about being able to separate your own experiences, opinions, and judgments from the other person's reality. A woman who listens empathetically doesn't impose her own beliefs or experiences on the conversation. Instead, she seeks to understand the other person's point of view from their own context. Men are often impressed by this ability to truly empathize with them, especially when they may not have the words to fully express what they're feeling. When a woman is able to listen without rushing to impose her perspective, it shows that she respects the other person's individuality and values their experience. This level of empathetic listening also helps to build trust. When someone feels truly listened to and understood, they are more likely to open up further and share their thoughts and feelings more freely. In a relationship, this creates a space for deeper emotional intimacy and connection. Men often notice when a woman listens with empathy because it fosters a sense of emotional safety. They feel that they can be vulnerable and share things they might not typically talk about with others, knowing that they will be met with understanding rather than judgment. This trust is essential for creating healthy, long-lasting relationships where both partners feel valued and supported. In addition, empathetic listening also involves active engagement in the conversation. It's not just about nodding along while the other person speaks. It's about asking thoughtful questions and offering responses that show genuine interest and understanding. A woman who listens with empathy will ask clarifying questions to ensure that she fully grasps what the other person is trying to communicate, which shows that she values their thoughts and is invested in the conversation. This active engagement also allows the listener to offer meaningful support or guidance when appropriate, without rushing to offer solutions prematurely. Men often appreciate this because it shows that the woman is not only listening to them, but is also committed to helping them work through their challenges in a way that respects their feelings and autonomy. Empathetic listening is also an essential part of conflict resolution. In any relationship, misunderstandings and disagreements are inevitable, but the way they are handled can make all the difference. A woman who listens with empathy during a conflict can help to de-escalate tense situations by acknowledging the other person's feelings and showing that she understands their point of view. Rather than getting defensive or trying to win the argument, she takes the time to listen and validate the other person's experience. This approach helps to create an environment where both parties feel heard, which opens the door to finding a resolution that respects both sides. Lastly, empathetic listening fosters a sense of connection and belonging. In a world where many people feel isolated or disconnected, the simple act of being truly heard can be incredibly healing. When a woman listens empathetically, she offers the gift of presence, the gift of being fully there for someone, without distraction or interruption. Men notice when a woman offers this gift because it creates a sense of emotional closeness that is rare and deeply fulfilling. This type of connection is built on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared willingness to truly see and hear one another. In relationships, friendships, and even professional environments, the ability to listen with empathy is a transformative tool. It allows people to feel understood, validated, and supported, fostering stronger and more meaningful connections. Men are particularly drawn to women who possess this quality because it creates an emotional bond that is grounded in mutual respect, compassion, and care. Through empathetic listening, women have the ability to make others feel heard, respected, and valued, an invaluable gift that strengthens every relationship it touches. A sense of humor is one of the most delightful and attractive qualities a person can possess. It's a gift that not only lightens the mood in any situation, but also fosters connection and emotional warmth between people. When a woman has a great sense of humor, it becomes an incredibly magnetic trait, drawing others to her with ease and creating an atmosphere of joy and relaxation. Men in particular often notice this quality, as it can break down barriers, build rapport, and create a sense of camaraderie that transcends superficial interactions. A woman who is able to laugh, make others laugh, and not take life too seriously often has the ability to bring light into even the darkest moments. The power of humor is its ability to connect people on a deeper level. When a woman can make someone laugh or respond with a witty remark, she immediately creates a shared experience that both individuals can enjoy. Humor acts as a social bridge, breaking down walls and making interactions feel more natural and authentic. Men notice this ability because it invites them into a space where they can be themselves, feel comfortable, and let down their guard. Humor, especially in a woman, offers a sense of warmth and approachability, making her seem more relatable and accessible. It helps to establish an emotional connection quickly and can lead to a more genuine and lasting bond. Moreover, a woman with a sense of humor often exudes confidence. She is comfortable enough in her own skin to laugh at herself and not be afraid of looking silly or vulnerable. This self-assurance is incredibly attractive because it reflects an inner security that many people, both men and women, strive to achieve. Rather than taking herself too seriously, a woman with a good sense of humor is able to see the lighter side of life and not get bogged down by its challenges. This ability to laugh in the face of adversity can be a powerful tool for resilience and coping. It shows that she doesn't let the pressures of life define her and that she can maintain perspective even when things are tough. Men often appreciate this confidence because it reflects a level of emotional maturity and strength. Humor is also an essential tool for diffusing tension and managing difficult situations. In life, conflict and disagreements are inevitable, but the way we handle them can make all the difference. A woman who uses humor effectively during a tense moment can lighten the atmosphere and create a sense of ease that allows for more productive conversations. Rather than resorting to anger or frustration, she might use a well-timed joke or clever remark to ease the tension and make the situation less intimidating. Men notice when a woman has this ability because it shows emotional intelligence and the capacity to navigate challenging situations with grace. Humor allows for a more relaxed environment where both parties can address the issue at hand without feeling defensive or hostile. Additionally, humor can be a powerful bonding tool in relationships. Couples who share a similar sense of humor tend to form stronger, more enduring connections. When a woman can make her partner laugh, it creates an emotional connection that reinforces the sense of partnership and mutual understanding. Laughter becomes a way for both individuals to express their affection for one another and to bond over shared experiences. Men are often drawn to women who can make them laugh because it creates a sense of intimacy and joy in the relationship. It shows that the woman is not only a source of support, but also a source of fun and enjoyment. A good laugh can break through tension and renew a sense of closeness in the relationship, making it more resilient and dynamic. Humor can also be a way of showing intelligence and creativity. The ability to make others laugh often involves a certain level of cleverness, timing, and insight into human nature. A woman who can effortlessly come up with witty remarks or funny observations demonstrates her quick thinking and creativity. Men notice this intelligence because it adds depth to her character, making her more intriguing and engaging. It's not just about telling jokes. It's about using humor to make thoughtful points, provide a new perspective, or bring a fresh approach to everyday situations. This intellectual side of humor makes the woman not only more interesting, but also more stimulating to be around. Furthermore, humor can also be a reflection of emotional resilience. Life is filled with challenges, but those who can laugh through difficult times often have a better ability to manage stress and overcome adversity. A woman with a strong sense of humor knows that life's difficulties don't have to be taken so seriously all the time. She can laugh at the absurdity of certain situations, not as a way of dismissing them, but as a way of acknowledging that challenges are a part of life. This perspective is incredibly valuable because it helps keep things in perspective and prevents negativity from taking over. Men are drawn to this emotional resilience because it creates an atmosphere of optimism and hope, even in the face of hardship. Faith and purpose are two powerful forces that can shape a person's life, guiding them through both calm and turbulent times. When a woman lives with faith and purpose, her actions are driven by a deeper understanding of her place in the world and her connection to something greater than herself. These two elements not only provide her with direction, but also with the strength to face challenges, persevere through adversity, and inspire those around her. Men notice when a woman has faith and purpose because these qualities radiate a quiet but undeniable power, an inner peace that allows her to navigate life with confidence and resilience. Faith in this context is not limited to religious belief, though it can certainly include it. It is the belief in something larger than oneself, whether that's a higher power, a universal force, or the belief in the goodness of life and humanity. A woman who has faith approaches life with a sense of trust, even when things are uncertain. She believes that everything has a purpose and that there is meaning in the struggles and successes she encounters along the way. This faith provides her with a sense of grounding and unwavering belief that no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem, there is always something to learn and a way to move forward. Men often notice a woman's faith because it gives her a sense of calm assurance. It is the steady anchor that keeps her grounded, even when the world around her feels chaotic. Purpose is the driving force behind a person's actions. It is the sense that every day is meaningful and that each moment, no matter how small, is a part of a larger journey. A woman who lives with purpose knows what she is working toward and why it matters. She has a clear sense of her goals, values, and priorities, and she allows those things to guide her decisions. This sense of purpose is evident in the way she approaches her work, her relationships, and her personal growth. She does not move through life aimlessly, but instead with intentionality and direction. Men are drawn to women who have purpose because they exude a sense of confidence and clarity that is magnetic. When a woman knows where she is going and why, it gives her an aura of strength and focus that is deeply inspiring. Faith and purpose are not isolated from one another, they are often intertwined. A woman with faith has a deep belief that her purpose is part of a larger plan. She trusts that the challenges she faces are not obstacles, but stepping stones that will help her grow and move closer to her ultimate goal. Whether her purpose is to help others, to achieve personal growth, or to contribute to the world in some meaningful way, her faith gives her the resilience to stay committed to her path even when it is difficult. Men notice this connection between faith and purpose because it allows a woman to move through life with grace and determination. She is not easily deterred by setbacks or failures because she believes in the bigger picture and knows that her purpose is worth pursuing. A woman who lives with faith and purpose is also more likely to be at peace with herself. She knows that her worth is not defined by external achievements or the approval of others, but by her connection to her faith and the meaning she finds in her life. This inner peace allows her to navigate the ups and downs of life with equanimity, knowing that she is always guided by her deeper beliefs and her sense of purpose. Men notice this sense of inner calm because it creates a stable and nurturing presence that is not easily shaken. When a woman is secure in her faith and purpose, she becomes a source of stability and support for others, which makes her an invaluable partner, friend, and confidant. Faith and purpose also provide a sense of clarity in decision-making. When faced with choices, a woman with strong faith and purpose is able to align her decisions with her values and long-term goals. She does not make impulsive or reactionary choices, but instead she considers each option in light of her greater purpose. This ability to make thoughtful and intentional decisions is deeply attractive because it shows a woman's wisdom and maturity. Men notice this clarity because it reflects a level of emotional intelligence and self-awareness that is rare and deeply admirable. A woman who knows what she wants and why she wants it can make decisions with confidence, knowing that they are in alignment with her true self. Having faith and purpose also gives a woman a sense of resilience and perseverance. Life's journey is rarely smooth, and setbacks, obstacles, and difficulties are inevitable. However, a woman with faith and purpose is able to view these challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable barriers. Her faith provides her with the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear or difficult, and her sense of purpose fuels her desire to keep going, no matter how tough the journey may become. Men notice when a woman demonstrates this level of resilience because it shows that she is not easily shaken and that she can handle adversity with grace and determination. This resilience creates a sense of admiration and respect as others recognize the strength of character it takes to stay committed to one's purpose despite the difficulties. Moreover, a woman with faith and purpose often has a deep sense of empathy and compassion. Because she understands the importance of her own path, she is more attuned to the needs and struggles of others. She knows that everyone is on their own journey, and she seeks to support and uplift those around her in meaningful ways. Her faith encourages her to treat others with kindness and respect, while her sense of purpose drives her to make a positive impact on the world. Men are often drawn to women who embody this combination of empathy, compassion, and strength, as it creates an atmosphere of support and understanding in their relationships. Ultimately, faith and purpose are the guiding forces that provide meaning and direction in life. They shape a woman's character, decisions, and relationships, and they offer the strength to overcome challenges and persevere through adversity. Men notice when a woman lives with faith and purpose because it provides her with an undeniable clarity and resilience that is deeply inspiring. Faith and purpose allow her to move through life with a sense of peace, confidence, and determination, and they make her a powerful force for good in the world. Inner beauty and strength are qualities that resonate deeply with those who encounter them. While physical appearance often garners the most attention in society, it is a woman's inner beauty and strength that leave a lasting impression and create a deep, meaningful connection with others. These qualities go beyond the surface, shaping how a woman engages with the world, how she handles challenges, and how she builds relationships. Men in particular notice when a woman possesses these qualities because they radiate a sense of authenticity, resilience, and grace that cannot be faked or easily replicated. Inner beauty is often described as the goodness and purity of a person's character. It encompasses kindness, compassion, humility, and a genuine concern for others. A woman with inner beauty doesn't seek attention or validation through external means. Instead, she draws people in with her warmth and her ability to make others feel seen and appreciated. Men often find themselves drawn to women who exhibit inner beauty because it provides a sense of emotional depth and security. When a woman exudes inner beauty, it signals to those around her that she is genuine, grounded, and self-aware. What makes inner beauty so powerful is that it is a reflection of a person's values and principles. A woman who values honesty, integrity, and kindness shows these traits in everything she does. She treats others with respect, listens with empathy, and strives to make the world a better place in whatever small way she can. Men notice this quality because it is rare in a world that often prioritizes superficial traits. A woman who values what's inside rather than focusing solely on external appearances leaves a lasting impact, creating trust and admiration from others. Her beauty shines through her actions and her approach to life. Strength, on the other hand, is often associated with resilience and the ability to persevere through adversity. It is the mental, emotional, and spiritual capacity to face challenges with courage and determination, without losing sight of one's values or sense of self. A woman who possesses inner strength doesn't crumble when faced with hardship, but instead finds the courage to keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult. This strength can manifest in many ways. Through the way she handles personal struggles, supports others through tough times, or approaches obstacles with a solution-focused mindset. Men are often in awe of women who show strength in the face of adversity, as it reflects an inner fortitude that is inspiring and admirable. What makes inner strength so powerful is that it is not about being tough or unfeeling. It is about finding balance and resilience while staying true to oneself. A woman with strength knows how to set boundaries, stand up for herself, and advocate for her needs without being aggressive or defensive. She approaches life with a quiet, unwavering confidence that allows her to remain composed under pressure. This inner strength is noticed by men because it exudes a sense of self-assurance and calm. It is the strength to remain true to one's values even when faced with challenges, and to be a reliable source of support and stability for others. Together, inner beauty and strength create a unique combination that is both nurturing and powerful. A woman who embodies both of these qualities becomes a source of inspiration for others. She balances compassion with resilience, showing that it is possible to be both soft-hearted and strong. This balance creates a sense of harmony in her interactions with others, making her a natural leader and a trustworthy partner. Men are especially drawn to women who exhibit this combination because it shows that they are not just physically appealing, but they possess a depth of character that can withstand the test of time. The most powerful aspect of inner beauty and strength is that they are deeply connected to self-acceptance. A woman who embraces her own unique qualities, flaws, strengths, and everything in between exudes a sense of confidence that comes from within. She doesn't seek validation from others because she is already comfortable in her own skin. This self-acceptance allows her to interact with the world with authenticity and without fear of judgment. Men notice this inner confidence because it makes a woman approachable, genuine, and comfortable to be around. It creates a sense of emotional safety and trust, which is essential for building meaningful connections. A woman who carries herself with inner beauty and strength also knows the importance of self-care and self-reflection. She takes the time to nurture her mind, body, and soul, understanding that true strength comes from within. Whether it's through meditation, exercising, journaling, or simply spending time with loved ones, she makes sure to recharge and replenish her energy. This practice of self-care allows her to stay grounded, balanced, and resilient, no matter the challenges she faces. Men admire this quality because it shows discipline and an understanding that in order to care for others, one must first care for oneself. It also indicates emotional maturity and the ability to maintain balance in an often chaotic world.